All right. You are watching an episode of Transparency and Merit. Kathleen Kennedy, Star Wars, and gaslighting is the subject. You're listening to Brian and Joe. And Brian, why Kathleen Kennedy? And if you know what, I feel like I get some of this news from you. I've never heard of this person. Who is Kathleen Kennedy?
Kathleen Kennedy is president. You got to put yourself on mute because I'm hearing myself echo. I don't know why. But Kathleen Kennedy is the president of Lucasfilms. And she is one of the reasons why. Now, I have not watched The Mandalorian, but she is one of the reasons why Gina Carano, I might have pronounced her name incorrectly, was let go from The Mandalorian. And this was due to the fact that Gina Carano made a Twitter, gave a statement on Twitter, and the powers that be didn't like it. And I guess the thing is out there is that people are upset over the hypocrisy that is in Hollywood, and it seems to have heightened over time. It's always been the case for as long as I can remember that if you were somewhat of a conservative or even a moderate in Hollywood, you had to keep your opinions kind of to yourself because you would basically get blacklisted. And since social media, it's only gotten worse. And social media has basically, it's really put the divide out there even more. And, I think there are things that I guess one can do perhaps to fight back. But it is an uphill battle. If you like free speech and you don't want people to be punished and you're against cancel culture, I think perhaps one of the things that you can do is spend your dollar where you feel you are respected. And I want to say that, Star Wars has been taken over by the Walt Disney Company. And Walt Disney hated communism. He believed in some good liberal causes, but he would have despised this kind of leftism. And I don't think he would ever have done business with the communist China at all because he hated communism that much. And this kind of harkens back. I mean, Hollywood likes to talk about the days when there was a blacklist because people were accused of communism, and now there is a blacklist because people are conservatives, and conservatives, the leftists can get away with things that the right could never get away with, at least in my eyes, the way I see it. So, do you have any comment, Joe? Have you yourself watched The Mandalorian?
I watched one episode. That was about it.
I haven't, to be honest with you. For me, I guess I feel like I have better things to spend my money on.
Baby Yoda is cute, but yeah, I think to watch it, you got to stream whatever.
Disney Plus.
Yeah, and I think I had like a trial and watched it.
Yeah. Well, people talk about John Wayne and that John Wayne had a lot to do with Hollywood blacklisting. But from my understanding, John Wayne has many times claimed that he was never in favor of people being blacklisted or losing their jobs. And there was certainly more of an act of contrition with John Wayne and the communist movement. Just people had to apologize and say that I'm not a communist. I'm no red. I'm against communism, and I'm an American. And a lot of times, I believe they would have been accepted back in into the fold. And there's a lot of Stefan Molyneux has said that basically cancel culture is kind of a dress rehearsal for mass murder. And basically you're seeing if people can be disappeared off of social media and out of the economy, a few more steps, they can be disappeared out of life as well. Because if you can basically gaslight people and call and define them for who they are, and them not getting a defense, well, you can also maybe even kill them and have that covered up too. I mean, if you can't, I mean, if there are things you can't talk about and you're not able to express yourself, even if it's something that is untrue, and you can get punished for an opinion, and they can disappear you. I mean, what's to make you think that, hey, and particularly if they're controlling all outlets of the media, what makes you think that they can't disappear you in other ways as well, Joe?
Yeah.
So, like I said, we're in dangerous times right now. I mean, they can, we have to wear a mask in a lot of places where we go inside.
Well, you don't have to. You could fight it, but I hear what you're saying. It's a sea of masks out there, so choose wisely when you go out.
And this is the
I just don't want people hearing me feeling hopeless and like feeling like there's no option when there is. There is an option. Don't wear a mask. But now some schools are opening up, and I don't know if you've seen the inside of any of these classrooms. It looks like a psychological experiment. It's crazy, but I can't imagine what some of the parents are going through. Masking up their kids and sending them into the schools. It must be a dreadful kind of fear that they're going through, or a dreadful sort of emotion that they're going through. maybe not fear, but just, why the kids kind of thing.
Well, I mean, in getting back to this Kathleen Kennedy, basically she did an Oscar. She did a thing about the Oscars and women, and basically what they did was they completely, because there was all these negative thumbs down votes. Like I get, Joe, I get a few thumbs down. I get more thumbs down than I do thumbs up. But the video was definitely more thumbs down than thumbs up, and there were all these negative comments saying that she's a hypocrite and the like. And it's kind of like, and I don't know to a degree how much Kathleen Kennedy has responsibility for the letting go of Gina Carano.
Let me see some of this video. Let's see if this makes any sense. I want to see what it. Hello there. Comments turned off.
Yeah.
What? So I'm a little confused.
I mean, basically, they she gave a speech about like women breaking the gas.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, women breaking the glass ceiling, and basically saying, yeah, you didn't support Gina Carano when she spoke her mind. So what are you basically what are you talking about? This glass, you're a fake. And it was for the Academy Awards, and actually the Academy Awards have people who don't like Kathleen Kennedy have basically said, hey, we're gonna just go to other videos and say, why did you turn the comments off?
Right. Let's see.
And
hey, welcome back, everyone. It is now February.
I've heard all this stuff, and I don't want to play other people's video, Joe, on this. If we want to play John Wayne's video of him talking about the blacklist.
Who's Mike Zero? Wow. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, I mean, basically, these people cannot handle negative public reaction to their videos. And I wonder if they're going to be able to gaslight the public and claim victimhood when they're seem to be the ones being victims and hypocrites. And they have the mainstream media behind them, and they have, they have big tech behind them too, but they don't necessarily have the people. They have the power, but I don't know if they really have the people behind them. But they do have power behind them. And do they have the power of the message? People aren't, people want to know, why did you do what you did? Address the public. If you believe what you did, come out and say it. Hey, I got rid of her. I didn't like what she said. I found it unacceptable. Face the music. If you're head of a big company, an entertainment company, stand by what you say. If you think you're correct in what you do, stand up to it. I think you should face a hostile, I think you should face your critics. If what you say, you believe what you say, stand up, like I'm a strong woman. Well, stand up to the crowd. Let them vent and then respond to it. I remember the movie, Michael Moore's first film, Roger and Me. And in the film, he basically said, he basically made it out that, Roger was, the guy Roger was dodging him, when in fact they did do an interview and it was pretty contentious. But he said, of course I don't like getting rid of people and firing them. It feels terrible. But that didn't play into the narrative. And that whole film basically is gaslighting people. That this rich, snobby guy is not meeting with Roger to answer the people's questions. And that's a gaslight right there. That film was a that Roger and Me is a complete gaslight. Kathleen Kennedy, who made a decision which I think most Americans and most people within the free world don't like. And she doesn't want to answer that. And if she had any courage and any character, she would face the music. And if you can't face the music, I don't think you're any good. In my opinion, if you make decisions for a company, you run an entertainment company, and you make a decision, face the music. Say why you did what you did, the reason you did what you did, and then answer the questions above all that, because there are other people that tweeted similar things and made similar statements that were perhaps could be considered inflammatory. And that's one of the reasons why the left is not really disliked by the commons on the right, because the right feels like they're commons and the left are the elitists who make decisions and do not answer for those decisions, and they don't feel that like they have to answer. Well, again, they're not going to spend their money where they're treated like dirt. As a matter of fact, some of them would rather eat dirt than spend money at your establishment. Joe, is there anything you have to say before we call this show a day?
Good day.
Yeah. Hey guys, you know what? At the end of the day, people should spend their money where they're respected. And I don't think what Kathleen Kennedy did was respectful and noble and brave. It seems like it's very cowardly and just one of the most unnoble things. And it makes the company look unnoble. And you know what? Disney was a person who would have stood up to people and was a noble person. She's basically like she's partnered up with Disney. Kind of disgraceful the way Disney acts. It doesn't have the nobility that it used to have, and the nobility is gone. It seems like it's gone from the film industry. It's gone cowardly, and it's sneaky, and it's underhanded, and it's like, okay, that's the way you're going to play it. Spend your money elsewhere if you don't feel respected. Anyway, hey, this is Transparency and Merit. Like and subscribe. Go to our website, Transparency, the organization of transparencyandmerit.com.
No, transparencyandmerit.com.
Oh, transparencyandmerit.com. Go to our website.
We are the organization of Transparency and Merit, but go to the website, check it out. Go to the store.
Check it out online as well.
By the way, we have a ton of videos that you can't watch anywhere else. If you want to go back into the catalog, you'll have to go into the website and check it out there.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we're good.
Like and subscribe and share this video if you agree with anything that's been said. But like I said.